Facebook, the wall of support of Japan. The natural disaster in China has inspired projects based on these platforms. Is a website that has a collection of messages affected by the earthquake.
Tokyo has Japan grappled with a triple unprecedented disaster: earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear crisis. The internet has spawned creativity and innovation with a collective desire to alleviate their suffering.
Once clear the magnitude of the disaster of March 11, social networks have provided an ideal platform to spread good ideas quickly, complementing the efforts of giants such as Google and Facebook.
A British teacher who lives in the city of Eibiko, just east of Tokyo, leads a volunteer team of bloggers, writers, and editors who produce Quakebook, a collection of reflections, essays, and images of the earthquake that will be sold in coming days. Has a publication digital. The profits from the project will be sent the Japan Red Cross, said the teacher for 40 years age.
The project started on Twitter with a single comment published a week after the earthquake. Within an hour, the teacher had received 2 proposals that quickly grew to the 87 that now form the book.
Quakebook in moving 2,000 people in Japan and other countries, and the group is in talks of the sell downloads and Amazon.com. It wasn't long that others
Looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities in Miyagi Prefecture. Live footage of Miyagi as the tsunami has struck the area, obviously engulfing farms, homes alongside the river. In Sendai City, this is, in Miyagi Prefecture.
survivors of the earthquake and tsunami in Japan on March 11. Many mourn the loss of loved ones and struggling blood their houses destroyed. Face enormous mental health problems, warn experts. 3 weeks after the event, there left more than 27,500 dead or missing. The shock and awe at the destruction, as well as job loss, many give way to discouragement and depression in survivors. For many people who until now have been able to ignore reality and what happens now, when you had your feedback on will realize that, for example, houses are no longer or that their sons died and will be forced to face this fact, said Toru Hosada, volunteer doctor.
Many of them are extremely unsure about
going on at the moment, though it is a disaster, and the Chernobyl incident. The situation is the fuel rods can melt, they can become oxidized, and the rods are protected by a zirconium alloy coating, and when that comes into contact with water, the result is the production of a large amount of hydrogen, which is of course explosive, and that causes a large explosion, as we saw yesterday. Whether the radiation is coming from Fukushima Daiichi reactor number 1 or number 3, or more locally, is a very important question to solve. I would hazard the guess that it is coming from Fukushima.
The Mexican government said today it's impossible that the radioactivity emitted by the nuclear reactor in Fukushima, damaged on 11 March by an earthquake and incite tsunami, have a negative effect on the population of this country. Until Japan released any amount of radioactivity material to arrive in Mexico at levels that cannot